All right, got another pump test today. This time, testing the big boy. That's right, the largest in-tank TI Automotive DCS in this armature design released to date. So she is the F90000295. Like it says there, there's no outlet check valve. So as far as I know, the motor and the design inside is all the same as the 285 version pump, which everyone calls like the Hellcat pump. But this one is like a race or full performance version because it doesn't have that check valve in there. It actually gives you some better flow throughout the pressure operating range. It's actually the pump I use in my max effort return kits because with these higher flowing pumps, that backflow check valve and returnless, it's pulse modulation. We drive the pump speed up and down. Pressure fluctuates. On-off voltage pressure rises, lowers. That check valve can cause to lock pressures. You can get some pressure spikes and dips as the computer's trying to compensate coming on and off throttle and stuff like that. So this one's better to tune and drive, and it just performs better. So for a bit now, I've been using these exclusively in my max effort, biggest pump returnless kits. They work good. I have no idea what it's going to flow. It was advertised, I want to say, some people say 540 is what I've seen. I call it a 540 pump, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't done independent testing, so that's what we're about to do. And I actually know what the flow potential of this pump is. So it has the pre-installed sealed connector top with the Delphi style connector, just like the other 267, 274, 285 pumps. Unlike the regular 405's just got the blade terminals. So this has the pre-installed, so I had to make a little adapter so I can easily test these ones. So we'll plug that in, put the filter on. But yeah, there's no outlet check valve, so I can blow through the pump, right? And so removing that little restriction is supposed to give it a bump in flow performance, right? So let's see what it actually tests at. Go to your home. All right. She's on there good. Drop her on down. Okay, all right. She's in. Kick her on. She running. She running. All right. Set the pressure to 40 psi. Standard pressure for testing. Go get it right on 40. All right. 40 psi. And 13.5 volts. Oh yeah, she like turbine spinning up. This thing's gonna flow a lot of fuel. I can already tell. And it's gonna pull more current. It's a hotter motor, stronger motor, pulls a little more current. Alright. Oh, is she flowing? So, at 40 psi, 13.5 volts, the standard for testing fuel pumps. It is drawing 18.1 amps of current, or 18 it's bouncing, and we have a pretty steady 2.3 gallons per minute of flow. Alright. So this is the TI Auto F9000 sorry, this is the 295 version. And like I said, it no outlet check valves, supposedly the only difference between the 285 and this 295. So at 13.5 volts, 40 psi, we are pulling 18 amps and flowing 2.3 gallons per minute. Let's see what that is in liters per hour. Turn this calculator on. 2.3 times 227.125 equals. So I'm getting 522 liters per hour. Well, that's a lot of fuel. Alright, yeah, so like, I've seen some different stats. Like I said, they rated the 285 when it came out. Everyone called it the 525 pump. But that was a free flow rating. That was at 0 psi outlet, which, like I said, we don't care. It does me no good as a fuel pump. I need 40 psi or more to see what it'll do in the car, what kind of power it'll support. So the 285 is advertised actually at 40 psi to be down around 470, 475 liters per hour. So this one is supposed to get you closer to that rating of the 285 by removing the check valve. Gives you a little more flow performance at pressure. So that's what we got. It's a little under what I've seen advertised online, but I mean that's why we test this stuff. All right. So 40 psi, steady 2.3 gallons per minute at the 13.5 volts, 18 amps. That's what we got. I'm just curious if I'll get a bump in flow playing with voltage. That's like noticeable. I just bumped to 2.4 at about 13.8 volts. Need a little more. Yeah, so if you're running this in return, alternator voltage is a little higher. You know, typical alternators in the 13.8, 14.2 range, whatever. Depends on how strong your alternator is, how good your wiring is. We got that little 2.4 bump up. So, curious what 2.4 or even, let's just do 2.35. Let's see what that is. 2.35 times 227.125. 533, and then 2.4 times 227.125 is 545. So that's what we're looking at. So, but at the 13.5, which is the standard, the 295 is flowing a lot of fuel. 522 liters per hour at that amperage and voltage. So, pretty effective pump. You know, if you're making 500, 600, 700 horsepower, you know, you're going to be a lower duty cycle, lower current, a little less flow, but works good in returnless. Really, it's surprisingly quiet for such a high flowing pump. She's pretty quiet. So, there it is. Thanks.